I survived the island.
Howdy, partner. Tonight we ride the Cast Away Saga, a story of a man who lost his world to ocean and years,
I survived the island.
but found something stronger washed up on the other side. Close your eyes and let's walk that beach together.
I kept my watch wound tight, never missed a single flight. Had a woman back in Memphis, waiting by the door. The world was moving fast, and Lord, I was moving faster. Never stopped to count the blessings I was living for. Before the storm, I was a man with a plan. Before the storm, I held the world in my hands. Now the thunder's rolling in, and the sky is turning black. Before the storm, I never once looked back. December winds were howling when we lifted off the ground. Something cracked inside the engine. Lord, what a terrible sound. I saw her face in the window of the clouds below. Then the ocean swallowed everything I thought I'd ever know. Before the storm, I was a man with a plan. Before the storm, I held the world in my hands. Now the thunder's rolling in, and the sky is turning black. Before the storm, I never once looked back. Something true, just barely out of reach. Before the storm, I was a man with a plan. Before the storm, I held the world in my hands. Now I'm standing on the shore with nothing left to lose. Before the storm, Lord, I never had a clue. I carved a face into the leather with a sharp rock and a prayer. Set 'em by the fire every night just to have something there. A man don't talk about the dark, he just learns to stand inside it. But that island had a silence, Lord, I couldn't quite abide it. Wilson, you sorry son of a gun, you were all I had till the raft was done. 200 days of salt and blood and sun beaten down like hell. Wilson, we survived it pretty well. I built my hands to callous, and my back learned how to ache. Caught fish with nothing but a stick and pure old-fashioned hate. Some men fall apart out there, I just got real mean. Stayed alive out of spite for every storm between. Sorry son of a gun, you were all I had till the raft was done. 200 days of salt and blood and sun beaten down like hell. Wilson, we survived it pretty well. Till you cleared the horizon. Didn't cry, just turned my face back toward the water. A man keeps rowing when there ain't nothing left but trying. Wilson, you sorry son of a gun, guess I had to lose you just to know I'd won. 200 days of hell and I came out the other side. Wilson, I was never gonna die. I stopped counting days somewhere around the second year. Stopped looking at the sky for planes that never would appear. Built a shelter from the nothing that the jungle had to give. Somewhere between surviving and just learning how to live. The island knows my name now, carved it in the stone and in the clay. The island knows my name now, and I reckon I was always meant to stay long enough to find the man beneath the wreckage, long enough to burn the old one down. The island knows my name, and Lord, I know it. This is holy ground. The coconut palms don't judge a man for what he used to be. tide comes in regardless of your failures or your creed. I learned to read the wind the way I never read a room. Found more truth in one sunrise than in 30 years of noon. The island knows my name now, carved it in the stone and in the clay. The island knows my name now, and I reckon I was always meant to stay long enough to find the man beneath the wreckage, long enough to burn the old one down. The island knows my name, and Lord, I know it. This is holy ground. I used to move so fast I never felt the ground beneath my boots. Never heard the rain, never let it soak down to the roots. This island stripped me bare and left me standing in the dirt. And what grew back was harder, and it didn't hurt. The island knows my name now, knows the worst of me and all the rest. The island knows my name now, burned it on my chest. I ain't the man who crashed here all them years ago. That man was lost before the plane went down. The island knows my name, and when I leave here, I'll carry this ground. I'll carry this ground. The logs together with the tendons of my hands, built a sail from porta potty walls and rope and rubber bands. Every wave said turn around, boy, every wind said no. I looked that ocean dead in the eye and told it, watch me go. Wings over water, I'm coming home. Too mean to drown and too scarred to stay alone. The storm can have my fear, but it ain't getting me. Wings over water, Lord, set me free. Small, the sea was black, the stars were cold as stone. 1,000 miles and nothing between me and all I'd known. I thought about her face the way you think about the sun. Not something you can touch, just something that you run toward. Wings over water, I'm coming home. She had moved on, had a family, a porch light and a name. I stood there at her door, and Lord, I couldn't lay my claim. 4 years the world had buried me and built itself back up. A ghost don't get to waltz back in and fill somebody's cup. But the road is long and the road is wide, and there's something waiting on the other side. I don't know her name, don't know the town, but I know the feeling when it comes around. I survived the island, survived the sea, the open road, she's calling me. I drove out to the crossroads where the flatland meets the sky. Left the package on the doorstep like I promised, said goodbye. Stood there in the prairie wind with nothing but my name, and felt for the first time, Lord, that was enough to claim. But the road is long and the road is wide, and there's something waiting on the other side. I don't know her name, don't know the town, but I know the feeling when it comes around. I survived the island, survived the sea, the open road, she's calling me. I used to think that home was something you go back to. Now I know it's something that you build. Every scar I carry is a map of where I've traveled. Every empty hand's a hand that can be filled. And the road is long, but the road is mine. Got a tank of faith and a gallon of time. Don't need a destination, just a reason to drive. The open road reminds me I'm alive. I survived the island, survived the sea, the open road, she's setting me free.
Thank you for riding this whole trail with me, buckaroo. If these songs hit you deep, click the link below for the full album. Hit that like, subscribe, ring the bell. Let's keep this fire burning. Drop a comment with your city and what movie you'd like to see as the next country saga. Much obliged, trail buddy.